Oh, Wellbadoobies! Hi everyone, I'm Zoomer Bizarro from Planet Bizarro. Some people say I'm an alien, but I like to think of myself as an intergalactic planet hopper. Well, everywhere I go, people ask me why I wear these super cool goggles. Well, the answer is simple. All my little alien life, I've battled with something called dyslexia, and these goggles help my brain deal with it. It's not an illness or a disease or anything like that, but it's a disorder that causes your brain to do weird stuff that causes reading, writing, and even learning new things to be more difficult. Dyslexia affects about 7% of humans on Earth, not to mention aliens like me all over the cosmos. And there are different versions of the disorder that are all part of one big unhappy family. Dyslexia, which affects a person's ability to read. In many cases, children find that letters get switched around so that the words don't make any sense. So they must go back and reread things so that they can understand. This usually also makes them appear to be very slow readers. Then there's dysgraphia. This version of the disorder affects a person's ability to write and form words correctly, making learning for a child extremely difficult and many times making them appear less intelligent than their classmates, which simply isn't the case. Dyspraxia, yet another form of the disorder, is just as bad or worse than the first two. This one can affect a person's motor coordination, giving them difficulty with things that should be simple, like caring for themselves or even riding a bicycle. It simply makes everyday life skills more challenging. The worst part of all is that if these things go undiagnosed in a child, he or she are often seen as dumb or are sometimes bullied by other children and sometimes even teachers who are ignorant of the disorder. They're often pushed to the back of the class and left to fend for themselves because those around them just can't be bothered. But wowbadoobies, there's good news! Dyslexia, dysgraphia, dyspraxia, and all the other forms of the dys disorder can be diagnosed. With the ability to diagnose the disorders, we may not be able to cure it, but we can sure teach sufferers how to recognize it, deal with it, and overcome it enough to have a successful and meaningful life. So let's teach teachers to recognize it, teach parents to give their child the tools to deal with it, and teach kids on the playground to understand it. And maybe there'll be a lot less bullying and a lot more empathy for those who deal with dyslexia every day. So, for more information about dyslexia and how it's diagnosed, go to www.dystech.com.au. I'm Zoomer Bizarro, and I'd love for you to help me put the X in dyslexia.